We all act a little differently depending on who's in the room. You have your work voice, your family dinner manners, and the unguarded way you talk with your best friend. We slip these different social masks on and off throughout the entire day, often without even thinking about it. The architecture of this theater reminds us that these roles have been a part of the human experience for centuries. Over 400 years ago, William Shakespeare wrote a comedy that explored what happens when society forces you to take those masks off. The play is called As You Like It. The story begins at the royal court, a place where people wear the heaviest masks of all. In this high-pressure environment, every interaction is dictated by your rank and your reputation. There is no room to experiment with who you are here. In a world with such rigid rules, acting outside of your assigned role can be incredibly dangerous. The man enforcing those rules is Duke Frederick. He recently seized power by force, banishing his older brother, the rightful leader, Duke Sr. Two young people find themselves trapped in this toxic system. Rosalind is the daughter of the banished Duke, and Orlando is a young nobleman whose older brother denies him his education and his inheritance. Orlando decides to risk everything in a brutal wrestling match against the court champion. To everyone's surprise, he throws the champion to the ground and wins the match. In that moment of victory, he and Rosalind see a spark of courage in one another and instantly fall in love. But the Duke's paranoia quickly cuts that happiness short. He suddenly banishes Rosalind, ordering her to leave the court or face death. Her cousin Celia, refusing to be separated, decides they will flee together. Because their true identities have become a liability, they are forced to leave behind their wealth and their titles just to survive. They escape into the Forest of Arden, a place that feels almost magical. The forest is more than just a setting. It symbolizes freedom, transformation, and truth. In the forest, Orlando cannot stop thinking about Rosalind. He writes love poems and hangs them on the trees. Rosalind, still disguised as Ganymede, meets Orlando, but Orlando does not recognize her. She tells Orlando that she can cure him of his love by pretending to be Rosalind. The story turns into a web of mistaken identities and unreturned love, all building toward resolution. Despite Oliver's cruelty, Orlando rescues him from serious danger. This act of mercy transforms Oliver completely. The melancholy character Jocks delivers the legendary speech, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." Rosalind reveals her true identity, and the lovers are united in a joyful wedding celebration. Duke Frederick restores power to his brother, bringing harmony and justice back to the kingdom. What makes this play so memorable is that it reminds us that sometimes we discover our true selves only after being pushed out of our comfort zones.